Hello everyone, I'm here with my next chapter on our beloved president, that is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Let us first read about him. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who was born on October 15, 1939 in Rameswaram, India, died on July 27, 2015 in Shillong. He was the Indian president from 2002 to 2007. After graduating from Madras Institute of Technology, that is MIT, Kalam played a leading role in the development of India's missile and nuclear weapons programs. He planned a program that produced a number of successful missiles, helping earn him the nickname Missile Man. Beginning in the early 1990s, he had served as scientific advisor to the government, and his prominent role in India's 1998 nuclear weapons test established Kalam as a national hero. In 2002, the Hindu nationalist National Democratic Alliance nominated Kalam, a Muslim, to succeed outgoing President K.R. Narayanan. Kalam easily won the elections in 2002, and in the largely ceremonial post, he sought to use science and technology to transform India into a developed country. In 2007, he was succeeded by Pratibha Patil, the country's first woman president. This is House of Kalam in Mosque Street in Rameswaram. Let us start with question and answers. Question 1. A part. What were the names of Abdul Kalam's parents? The answer is, his father's name was Jainul-Abdin and his mother's name was Ashiyama. Question B part. What does he say about the background of his parents? The answer is, his father had neither much formal education nor much wealth, yet he was wise and generous. His mother had a more distinguished lineage, one of her forebears having been bestowed the title of Bahadur by the British. This is a family photograph. Abdul Kalam ji is sitting right next to his mother. Father was Jainul-Abdin, mother was Ashiyama, and here we can see his sister and brother. Question C. What does Dr. Kalam recall as one of the most vivid memories of early childhood? The answer is, the most vivid memories of his early childhood was that of his father and the high priest of Rameswaram temple Pakshi Lakshmana Sastri discussing spiritual matters. D part. What did Abdul Kalam's father tell him about the relevance of prayer? The answer is, his father said that when we pray, we transcend our body and become a part of the cosmos, which knows no division of wealth, age, caste or creed. Prayer had the power to bring people together in spirit. Here we can see Abdul Kalam's father and the high priest of Rameswaram temple. Question E. What was the early morning routine followed by Abdul Kalam's father? The answer is, Abdul's father's day began at 4 a.m. He would walk down to a small coconut grove that they owned, which was about 4 miles from their home. He would then return with about a dozen coconuts tied together thrown over his shoulder. It was only after that he would have his breakfast. This remained his routine even when he was in his late 60s. Question F. What was father's purpose in building a sailboat? How was it destroyed? The answer is, the purpose of building a wooden sailboat was to take pilgrims from Rameswaram to Dhanushkodi and back. The boat was destroyed during a severe cyclone. Question G. What impact did the conversations with Ahmad Jalaluddin have on Abdul? The answer is, Jalaluddin's talk of scientific discoveries, contemporary literature, and of achievements of medical science opened up Kalam's mind beyond the narrow confines. Question H. What work did Samsuddin do? Samsuddin was the sole distributor of newspapers in Rameswaram. Here we can see a picture of Rameswaram. We can see the temple. It's a beautiful picture of Rameswaram. Question I. Which circumstances led to the young Abdul's helping Samsuddin in his work? The answer is, the Second World War and India's participation in it as part of Allied forces led to changes in the daily functioning of trains. The suspension of a train halt at Rameswaram station meant that the newspaper had to be flung out of a moving train. Abdul began to help Samsuddin by catching the bundles as they were thrown out. This is a picture of Dhanushkodi. Let us start with very short answers. Question 2. Answer the following in one sentence only. A part. What was the name of the town where Abdul Kalam was born? The answer is, he was born in the island town of Rameswaram in erstwhile Madras state. B part. In what kind of house did Kalam live? The answer is, Kalam lived in a fairly large pakka house made of limestone and brick. C part. Which temple was close to Kalam's house? The answer is, the famous Shiva temple in Rameswaram was close to Kalam's house. D part. What was the name of the high priest of the temple? The answer is, his name was Pakshi Lakshmana Sastri. This is a picture of Pamban Bridge which collapsed during the cyclone. E part. What time did Kalam's father start his day? The answer is, Kalam's father began his day at 4 a.m. F part. What purpose did Kalam's father start his day? The answer is, the sailboat served the purpose of taking pilgrims from Rameswaram to Dhanushkodi and back. G part. What did Jalaluddin's influence make the young boy realize? The answer is, he realized that there was a different, brave new world beyond their own confines. H part. How did young Kalam procure the books he wished to read? The answer is, he borrowed the books from S.T.R. Manickam, a former revolutionary or militant nationalist. I part. What did Kalam collect and sell when World War II broke out? The answer is, Kalam collected and sold newspapers when World War II broke out. Now let us start with reference to context questions. Third A part. The extract is, my parents were widely regarded as an ideal couple. My mother's lineage was the more distinguished, one of her forebears having been bestowed the title of Bahadur by the British. I was one of many children, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. Question I. Question first. Pick instances which show that young Kalam's upbringing was a combination of austerity and large-heartedness? The answer is his father was austere and avoided all material comforts and luxuries that were inessential. His mother had a generous spirit and enjoyed providing food to not only people from the family but to many others who were outsiders. Question 2. Would you say that Kalam's father had a secular outlook? The answer is yes. His father had a secular outlook. He was a Muslim, but he was a great friend with the high priest of a Hindu temple with whom he discussed many spiritual matters. He also wanted to complete building a boat that would carry pilgrims from Rameswaram to Dhanushkodi and back. Question 3. How did Kalam's father explain the importance of prayer? The answer is, he believed that there was nothing mysterious about prayer. In fact, it connected a person to the cosmos, and the cosmos did not believe in division of wealth, age, caste or creed. Prayer had the power to bring people together in spirit. Question 4. What, according to Kalam's father, is the importance of adversity in our lives? The answer is, according to Kalam's father, when there are troubles, that is adversity, it is important to understand the relevance of our sufferings. Adversity always presents opportunities for introspection. Introspection is your inner thought, your inner analysis. Second reference to context question. Let us see the extract. But it was the time I spent with Jalaluddin and Samsuddin that perhaps contributed most to the uniqueness of my childhood and made all the difference in my later life. Question 1. How did Jalaluddin become a good friend of a young Kalam? The answer is, Jalaluddin worked with Kalam's father when his father was building a boat for the pilgrims. He became great friends with Kalam. Question 2. What was the chief subject of their conversations? The answer is, they would mainly talk about spiritual matters. Question 3. How much education did Jalaluddin have? How did he utilize his knowledge of English? The answer is, Jalaluddin's schooling had been limited, but he was the only person on the entire island who could write English. He wrote letters for almost anybody in need, be they letters of application or otherwise. Question 4. Who was Samsuddin? How did he help Kalam earn his own money? The answer is, Samsuddin was the sole distributor of newspapers in Rameswaram. During World War II, the train that would bring the newspapers to Rameswaram would no longer halt at the station. Bundles began to be thrown out from the moving train on the road between Rameswaram and Dhanushkodi. That forced Samsuddin to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles. Kalam helped Samsuddin, and that is how he earned his first wages. Long answers. Question 1. Draw a character sketch of Abdul Kalam's father. The answer is, Abdul Kalam's father was not a very wealthy man, nor was he formally educated. However, he possessed great natural wisdom and a kind and generous spirit. He was an honest, hardworking and self-disciplined individual. He was a liberal man with a progressive outlook. He also avoided all unnecessary comforts and luxuries. He believed in living a simple life. He provided the basic necessities of food, medicine, and clothing to his family. He made sure the children had a materially and emotionally secure childhood. He was a devout and secular Muslim. He maintained friendly relations with his neighbors and religious teachers of other religions. So this was all. I hope the video was helpful to you. Do like, share, comment, and if you are a newcomer, please subscribe to my channel. Do take good care of yourself.